Headlines most affecting Abbotsford this week. A historical international agreement on flood prevention on the Sumas Prairie. UFE and an urban planning degree. A reminder, fireworks are still illegal, and it was a harsh end to the UFE women's soccer season. All right, Abbotsford, let's get started. The province has finalized an agreement with Washington State and several First Nations to work together on flood risk mitigation and salmon habitat restoration on both sides of the Canada-U.S. border for the Nooksack and the Sumas watersheds. The province says the Transboundary Flood Initiative involves cross-border collaboration to reduce the risks of flooding after that atmospheric river event in November of 2021, which devastated the Fraser Valley and other parts of southern BC, Abbotsford taking the brunt of that storm. And yes, it's been almost 2 years since that storm. For years, municipal governments in the Fraser Valley have been bringing in urban planners from outside the region because locals almost never had the required information and education. That is going to change, as the University of the Fraser Valley is now launching a new Bachelor of Regional and Community Planning program. So students can now apply for this program through the UFE website. The International Association of Chiefs of Police honoring officers every year, and congratulations to abbyPD Media Information Officer Sergeant Paul Walker. He is the recipient of the International Association of Police Public Information Management Award. Paul was recognized for outstanding service to the community during those aforementioned floods. Snap, crackle, and boom. A reminder that, yeah, you're hearing fireworks going off at this time of the year, and setting them off within city limits in Abbotsford, that's not allowed. Yes, you can buy them for off sale, but the fines for setting them off within the city of Abbotsford, anywhere from $200 to $1,000. Plus, not only do they upset the pets, those with sensitive conditions find them very stressful as well. Last weekend, a number of anti-SOGI marches were scheduled across Canada. This was part of another million-person march. While protests in Chilliwack, Vancouver, and Surrey were relatively small and uneventful, the one last Saturday in Abbotsford did tie up traffic on South Fraser Way for a couple of hours. The same groups do plan to continue their monthly protests at Abbotsford School Board. The homeless camp on the median at Highway 1 and Clearbrook Road has been dismantled. About 10 people had set up their tents. The safety concern was they were way too close to the freeway. Now, CEDAR, which is the local outreach society, has been visiting the camp on a daily basis to make sure all the residents there are offered opportunities for shelter or other resources that they may need. Coming up in sports, we're going to talk softball and fast pitch in late October. Sports on the way. abbyTV Sports this Friday support amateur football and join the BC Lions for Friday Night Lights at Rotary Stadium in Abbotsford. The GW Graham Grizzlies will be taking on the WJ Mowat Hawks. The Uproar dance team from the BC Lions will be there, as well as the local football product Bo Locumbo, and gates open at Rotary Stadium starting at 5 o'clock. The excitement is building as the early bird tickets for the highly anticipated 2024 International Softball Congress World's Men's Fast Pitch Championship, that's a mouthful, at Surrey Softball City. They're now available online. The premier global softball event is next summer, August 10th to the 17th, but tickets are available now through Softball City. Both Fraser Valley teams of the BC Football Conference sent home packing in the first round of the playoffs. The Valley Huskers losing to Okanagan 33-16. West Shore Rebels blew out Langley 40-14. So the Sun will go to Victoria to take on the Rebels. That winner hosts the national championship in mid-November. Lacrosse fans are enjoying Christmas in October with the IOC decision to add lacrosse to the 28 games in Los Angeles. It's going to be a hybrid similar to Rugby Sevens, only 6 men per side on a grass field. So this is not box lacrosse, by the way. Drew Padden coaches in the Valley with the Valley Attack as well as the Mustang lacrosse programs, and he says everyone is just simply ecstatic about this decision. Dramatic goals at the end of each overtime period forced penalty kicks to decide the winner of the UFE and UVic Vikes Canada West women's soccer play-in game at Centennial Stadium. So after a 1-1 draw, it was the Vikes that won 3-1 in penalty kicks. So UVic advances. UFE's women's soccer season, it's now over. Coming up, Cari has the weather. abbyTV weekend weather. So, Cari, there's definitely that cool autumn feel in the air, almost a bite.
Yes, Dawn, it's going to be a cold one, hence the whole outfit. I'm ready for Halloween. Look at that, though. Sunny, but cold. Like, we're getting down there, and it's going to be almost frosty over the weekend. And then Monday, we come back up a little bit, which is nice. But then for Halloween, we go back to cloudy. Hopefully the rain holds off and the kids can get out there and have a great time. Fun fact of the week, I don't have one. You'll have to tune in next week. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, send us a note and your pictures and your video to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. I'm Don Lehn.